Hi lovely ladies, today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to plan your day using a daily planner. So the first tip that I want to give you is to write down the full day. Now I know that sounds really basic and simple, but I think it's important just because it's so easy to muddle up your days. Just think about how many times you've heard people say, what day is it today? And I think it's also good to jog your memory. So if you say, okay, today is Wednesday the 6th of September, you know that, okay, tomorrow I'm going to the doctor, and oh yes, on Friday I'm going to so-and-so's house. So I just think writing down the full day is just another way for you to stay focused and to keep your whole week in order. The second tip that I would like to give you is to divide your daily planner into 3 sections. Now, as you can see here, I've got home, Serafina, Ariel, and myself. So for the home section, I write down the household chores for the day. So I've got here wash, one load and iron. So you think, do I need to hoover and mop? Do I need to clean the mirrors? It's just something to help you remember, okay, what household chores do I need to do? Another thing that I like to put is my meal plan for the day. I haven't yet mastered the art of meal planning on a monthly or weekly basis. So what I do for the moment, which works for me, is just look in the cupboard from the night before and decide what I'm doing for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So as you can see on this list here, breakfast, fruit and porridge, lunch, jacket potato, dinner, kidney bean stew, brown rice and salad. Really simple. Now for Seraphine and Ariel, the first thing here is written here is probiotics. So I think, okay, their personal care, do I need to wash their heads? Is it wash hair day? I usually like to do their personal grooming on a Thursday. So Thursday is wash hair day and cut their nails. Also, when I write down probiotics, I remember, okay, I need to give Seraphina her Abidec. So that's just something that I always like to do just to make sure I'm taking care of them physically. And I've got here colouring. I usually just like to do a little concentrated activity with Seraphina each day. Nothing too serious because she's only a toddler. So, you know, we keep that simple. Just so that I know I have input in her academics, if you want to say that. Now for myself, I make sure that I have a section for myself because if you remember in my previous video, I spoke about how important it is to do things for yourself as a stay-at-home mum. So just having a list for myself on the daily planner is another way for me to make sure that I'm actually putting this into practice and meeting my personal goals. So devotion, Duolingo, reading, that's just something basic that I try my best to do every single day. Duolingo is just a little app that I like to use to practice my Spanish. I'm very basic in it, but you know, I'll get there one day. And I've also written here wash and style hair. So I think I always have my basic for the day of what I need to just be doing for myself, and then something in particular. So I usually really like to wash and style my hair on a Thursday, you know, just to make sure I'm all a bit more fresh for the weekend. And the third tip that I want to give you is just to review your list and be realistic about how much you can actually achieve in one day. Now I have struggled with this so many times where I've given myself too much to do in a day, and then I can't put the little ticks next to the things, and I need to do the ticks. I live for the ticks. You know, it makes me feel nice and fluffy inside. And I'm sure a lot of you have that really nice feeling as well when you can put the ticks next to your completed tasks. So that's something to ensure that you do. Just be realistic about how much you can achieve, because I have to remember for myself now, you know, I've got a newborn and a toddler. So sometimes when I put them both down to nap, I might think, oh, I have time, and I don't, because I put one down to nap and then the other one is waking up. So you have to think, okay, I'm using up energy on the children and I'm using up energy in the home. So let me find the balance. The most important thing is the cooking. Really, you all need to eat. So after that, just think what actually really needs to be done, you know, just to make it easier on yourself so you don't feel like you're constantly failing. So just to review that for you again, the first thing to do is to write down the full date, just to make sure that you remember that you're focused on what day it is. The second thing is to divide your planner into 3 sections, just to be very specific about your tasks for the day. And the third thing is just to review your list and be realistic about what you can do. So the verse that I want to share with you today is taken from 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40. Which says, let all things be done decently and in order. So God is a God of organization. We see this all throughout the Bible. In Genesis, we see that he made time, seasons, and days. When we look at how he set up the sanctuary with the inner court, the outer court, all of that. And also in Proverbs, there are so many rebukes about idleness. So I think it's safe to say that God cares about how we structure our day. So I hope these tips have been useful, and may you have many productive days ahead. God bless you, Mama.